or evening, wherever you are in the world watching this. I hope that you're having a blessed day today. Today I'm going to be telling you guys about a challenge that I discovered on the internet that I'm going to do. It's called 75 Day Hard, and I'm filming this on Sunday, May 31st. And tomorrow is actually June 1st, and it dawned on me that half of the year is already gone, and it seems like the year just kind of like passed by, and I think we can honestly blame COVID for the year just passing by so quickly. It seems like time just like escaped out of my fingertips, and I know I'm part of the blame too, because I do work and I stress myself out by overthinking and dealing with depression and things like that. And now I have my fur babies, so I always feel like I overcomplicate my situation, and I either get lazy or I get unmotivated or I get in a spiral of self-doubt and I'm never gonna be successful. And the reason I wanted to start this challenge is because I feel like I need something to hold myself accountable, and 75 Hard is a program. The guy's name, I believe, is Andy Frisella. He created this program, and so many people as of recently are doing it, and I decided I have nothing to lose, so I'm gonna do it as well. And Andy Frisella, he also has a podcast. I forget what it's called. I'll put it on the screen somewhere. And I was listening to his podcast. I listened to 2 of his episodes, and honestly, he's a very motivating speaker. He offers some really good tips and advice, but unfortunately, and it's nothing against him, I just don't like when people use dirty language a lot. And there's so much profanity in his podcast. As a child of God, I'm trying to lessen the amount of dirty language that I hear, because I hear it throughout my work day and just in every day-to-day life. Obviously, the world is a dirty place. You can't keep yourself 100% holy and pure. But if there's a way that I can lessen how much I hear profanity, I'm going to. So instead of listening to him, I started listening to Billy Alsbrooks, and I got his book Blessed and Unstoppable, which is like a devotional, and that's really, really motivating, and it just keeps you focused, and it just opens your mindset to know that you can do anything. You are a champion if you want to be one. Another book I recommend, it's by Nick Barr, and it's called 25 Hours in a Day. I discovered this book probably a month ago when I read it. I just got the ebook. It's a really quick read because it's very just motivating to read. You hear about his story and how he went through the military to starting his own business. I recommend that book because it shows me that, you know, you revolve around the clock, right? So I put so much pressure on myself to have a set time to work out, have a set time to eat properly, a set time to sleep, a set time for education, a set time for my goals. And it almost seems like you have not enough time to do everything, plus work 8 hours a day, plus an hour commute. So reading that book is really eye-opening, because it shows you there literally is 25 hours in a day if you optimize your time and use it properly. So I just wanted to share with you guys some speakers and books that I recommend reading if you are having a hard time sticking to your goals, because I have a really hard time sticking to my goals, and I have to hold myself accountable. It's really easy to, especially now with the internet and like social media, to just stay on your phone or push your goals to the side and just stay in your little bubble, but you have to really push yourself out of your comfort zone if you want to be successful. So that's why I want to do this challenge again, because I need to push myself out of my comfort zone. I printed out, and I was gonna start this last week. I think I posted on my Instagram a story where I was like, I can't have a donut today because I'm doing 75 Hard. And then I confessed to my dad that I wasn't actually walking for for the 45 minutes that you're supposed to, I was only doing 30 minutes. And he goes, well, you can shave off time from your workout, but you can't have a donut. Like, you won't cheat on your diet, but you'll cheat on your workouts. And that really convicted me. And I was like, man, like, I'm not even being honest to myself. Like, I feel like I'm holding myself accountable, but really I'm just justifying not working out for the full 45 minutes. And that's why it's supposed to be hard. And when you do 45 minutes of cardio, y'all, you don't realize how long 45 minutes is. Like, you break a really good sweat. Even if you walk for 45 minutes, it's a really effective workout. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up and tell you guys what the challenge is. For 75 days straight, no days off, you have to complete everything on the list that I'm about to say to you. And if you fall asleep before you finish everything on the list, you have to restart from day one. So I'm gonna start my day one tomorrow, and that's why I wanted to make this video. So if anybody else is struggling with their goals, or you decide, hey, you know, half the year's already gone, let's make the rest of the year really, really great, you can do it as well. Also, it's summertime, and it's a beautiful time to not make excuses to get outside and work out. There's some people who do this in the winter. Imagine having to go outside and do a workout when it's snowing or blizzarding outside, right? And last week I was making a lot of excuses because it poured. It like thunderstormed all week, so that's why I was only walking outside for 30 minutes. But it really made me realize, you know, if I had a partner doing this with me, we would do it whether we wanted to or not. And so I have to really hold myself accountable, and that's why I want to start sharing this program on Instagram, on my stories. Once I complete the challenge, I'll make a YouTube video about it. So here's the challenge. Work out twice a day for 45 minutes. One indoor workout and one outdoor workout. You can do longer than 45 minutes if you want to, but it has to be at least a 45-minute workout. Now, with the gyms being closed, it's also really hard for me to work out and stay motivated for 45 minutes inside. I do have like 5-pound weights and a 25-pound plate, which I can only do so much with. And then I have resistance bands, but at the gym, it's so easy to knock out. Like, sometimes I can work out for 2 hours in the gym, right? You get in your zone and you stay moving. You go from one equipment to the other. You stay to your routine, and then if you finish your written out workout for the day, you can just go on and do more, right? It's so easy. But with this, I'm just in my apartment, and it's really, really difficult to do the 45 minutes. Sometimes I want to tap out at 20, and it's really hard. And sometimes I'll feel like I'm finished or I'm content at 20 minutes, and then I'll just do it again, and I just talk myself out of stopping. You really, really have to talk yourself out of stopping. And one thing that I do is I tell myself, come on, Gabby, you got this. The other thing on the challenge is sticking to a diet. So the other day on Instagram, I said I couldn't eat a donut. And it's because my challenge to myself is to not eat any processed foods or sugars. So like, to me, processed foods include bread, crackers, sugars like cookies and donuts. And the reason why I made this part of my diet is because those are the things that I gravitate to when I'm stressed, or when I'm bored, or when I'm procrastinating. I'll just snack on all these bad foods, and then what happens is, because I fulfill what I should be doing with eating junk, I feel really bad about myself. So when I eat clean and healthy, and I'm sticking to a routine, I feel so good about myself, and I just feel motivated to just keep eating healthy. And the other thing too is not eating fast food. Now, if I don't have time to pack a lunch or something, and say I go to Wendy's for a salad, am I gonna feel convicted in that? No, but I want to do that like more than once a month probably. The other thing I always say to myself, like, let's say you work all day and you didn't eat a lunch, and you have a 30-minute commute home and Wendy's is right there. I say to myself, save your $5, go home, make a meal. You'll feel so much better and healthier and less guilty. And you'll be home before you know it. And what I like to do when I leave work also is just fill up my water and just sip on that on the way home. And that just keeps me more concentrated on not being hungry because I'm drinking water. Sorry, I had like something in my eye. Speaking of water, one of the challenges is to drink 1 gallon of water a day. Usually I drink about 64 ounces of water, so drinking a gallon of water isn't that challenging to me. But if you think about it, normally you don't do 2 workouts a day. Normally you do your 1 workout and you're done. With also doing the 2 workouts a day, you're sweating a lot more, your muscles are gonna be more tired. To complete this challenge and sustain your health, it really is important to drink 1 gallon of water. The last part of the challenge is to read an entrepreneurial book, 10 pages of it every single day. So I shared the book that I was reading. It's called Jesus CEO, and it's a leadership book about how Jesus was a leader, and that's super motivating. Along with that, I'm gonna be reading again the Billy Alsbrooks Blessed and Unstoppable book, because it's like a daily devotional and it just keeps you in the mindset of sticking to your goals and not giving up. So reading a book that will really benefit you, I believe it's so important. Sometimes reading can feel like a chore, and you really have to find something that motivates you and speaks to you. You could read your Bible for 10 minutes a day, but I challenge you, don't make your Bible the only thing that you're reading. Read also a book that will keep you focused, keep you in the mindset of being a leader, of being a business person, and you'll be more likely to succeed. This challenge is really as hard as you make it out to be. The only challenges I had last week when I was kind of doing my trial, I guess, was getting into the routine of fitting in 2 workouts. What I believe I'm going to do is wake up, and I like to wake up really early and just get in my coffee, do my Bible reading, do some journaling before I even get moving. So what I'm going to do is get up early, do my morning routine, and then that way I have some energy to work out. If I get up and I just start working out, I realize that I just feel so like miserable and unmotivated, and I'm much more likely to give up before the workout is complete. So I'm gonna get up early, do my morning workout, and then either on my lunch break, I'll walk for 45 minutes. That's what I was trying to do last week. But like I said, it was raining, so I'd only walk for the 30 minutes. And then by the time I get home from work, then I can just come home, take a shower, make some dinner, and just enjoy my evening focusing on my other goals. I forgot one more thing. For the 75 hard challenge, you have to take a progress photo every single day. This is really hard because I don't like photos, especially in revealing clothing. And even though I'll be taking a progress photo for myself every single day, I won't be sharing them on the internet. Maybe once I finish a challenge, I'll do like a bi-weekly progress photo so you guys can see my progress and how well I did, because I believe that if you do stick to a routine, even after 2 weeks of doing it, you will see results. So I printed out a PDF of the days, and I printed out all 75 days, so it's kind of like a checklist where every single day you do it, you check it off, and it keeps you just accountable by having this checklist. If you guys want the PDF where I found this, let me know and I can find it for you. I forget who recommended it. It was on a YouTube video. And then I created a second list for myself. My other set of goals that I wrote down to keep myself accountable are as follows. Post an IG story every single day, whether it's just an update at the end of the day or just checking in to let you guys know how I'm struggling or something. I might post me working out just to give some ideas of what workouts I'm doing at home, but my workout setup is really pathetic, and I really hope the gyms open up soon so that I can get back into working out and lifting weights heavier than just what I have right now. Film a YouTube video, and I flip-flopped it with filming a YouTube video and editing a YouTube video because my YouTube channel is something that I really want to focus on, have been wanting to focus on for years, and I started a new YouTube channel. It's called Bespoken Faith, and this is basically a channel where I share about God and the Bible and revelations that I have, and just bringing awareness to the gospel. And I also want to start posting my spoken words and music on there as well. This is something that's hard for me to share to the public because I'm such a perfectionist and I want to do everything on my own and make sure it's perfect before I release it to the public. And I want to give the world something so fresh and new and really just eye-opening. And when you're sharing the gospel, it really is a humbling job, and I want to do it in the best way possible. And that's why it's so hard for me to release some of my music and spoken words to the world, because I want to represent God in the best way possible. And it's like, you know, if you have a dream and you never get started, it just stays a dream. But if you have a goal and you just start somewhere, it will come true and it will be achieved. I really have to motivate myself to just release it, stick with it and release it. And that's the other thing I put on here, is for every day to work on my music. I want to try and alternate it too, with one day writing, one day producing or recording or something. Just sticking with the music or the spoken words, whatever it is. If I don't map it out or keep myself accountable, it just doesn't get done. And then everything that I want to share with the world, it just stays in a book or stays on a video. I have songs that I've recorded that I just haven't released to the world, and I'm like, Gabby, what are you doing? Like, the world deserves to hear this stuff. So I really want to share my work with the world. So there's 2 more things that I put on my list, and one of them is to journal every single day. During my times of like really hard trial and depression, I would journal pretty much every single day, if not at least once a week, just to talk to God and vent to Him and write out any prayers that I had. And I really just want to start journaling every single day. And the last thing on my list is to stretch. I made it a goal to learn how to do the splits and work my body up to doing the splits. Now, by nature, I'm not a flexible person. I can barely touch my toes. So I just want to make it a habit to stretch every single day for at least 15 minutes or something, just to get myself more flexible. So I talked way more than I expected to in this video. I always feel like I have more to explain than I guess I mean to. But if you want to do the 75 hard challenge, just Google 75 hard challenge Andy Frisella, and his website should come up, and you can put in your email and he'll send you a get started package. It's completely free as well, which it's like he really wants you to do the challenge and be successful with it. And it just starts with you. Like, you have to make the decision to start it and stick with it, and just don't make excuses. Just get it done and do it, and you'll feel so proud of yourself. My goal for this and why I'm doing it is because I want to strengthen and renew my mindset and just get rid of habits that were destroying my mental health and my physical health. And I hope that by the end of this challenge, I will feel just proud of myself. And I know you will too. So thank you for sitting here and listening to me talk today. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.